That's true though.
I agree 100%.
About that one. He said something right for once, but that is true. Lucky number 13 says, thoughts on the practice of microdosing and daily pinning to fully utilize supplements to maximize results. Don't you do that yourself?
No, I don't. I don't think there would be any more benefit to doing daily shots at a smaller dose than every other day.
Yeah, every other day is what I mean.
I do every other day. Yeah.
Me too. I don't like that once a week glute injection.
No.
I
I also don't think that you're going to get better results doing it every day at 100 mgs than every other day at 200 mgs.
You don't. I've tried it. You don't. Yeah. You don't. You just end up pinning yourself every day, and there's not really a reason for it. Then it becomes a ritual, and then you got to use the insulin needle, and it gets annoying. But if you do it every other day, you'll feel this. I mean, for acetates, you'll feel fine every other day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And then, that's a Caber one. Okay, this is an interesting one. So, Jordan says, "Hi Leo, I'm currently 20 and I've been on gear since 17. Will starting this early have any positive or negative effects for my gains in the future?" Broderick Chavez says, by the way, Broderick Chavez and Broderick. I thought of a perfect way to say it. Broderick Chavez making shit up. Broderick Chavez making shit up and Fuad guessing his way through it. This is this guy making stuff up. He's like, Broderick Chavez, look, DHT compounds, you have to pick one. This one you have to pick. How did he come up with this random crap?
Dude, he's so full of shit, that guy.
And then he likes to talk about molecular biology for no reason. He starts talking about the way molecules are shaped. What does that have to do with what you're telling us? And he
wants people to get sucked into that shit.
No, he wants to talk to you from up high. I'm this, I know. And trust me, a lot of people hire me, but they won't tell you who I am because I'm a drug guy. It's secret.
The worst, my pet peeve is what he's been doing lately. I trained 5 top Olympians. I just can't say their name because
they will never.
I can't say their name because I'm ghost coaching them and their coaches don't know.
Yeah, I'm the secret top coach. And also, I also formulate supplements for companies, but they will never tell you who I am. And I can't say either.
This is another one that I've heard from him. I train tons of pro athletes, but won't name any of them.
Bro, since our last podcast, I had to respond to so many comments. People are like, why do you don't like Broderick Chavez? What's wrong with him? What did he say exactly? Well, let's talk about it. He says bullshit. Nothing makes sense. He says academic stuff that's unnecessary. Like, I don't randomly just say academic stuff for no reason. I connect it to what I'm telling you. Otherwise, I won't tell you it. It's just annoying. He says it to make you feel dumb so that you accept his dumb advice. And then he claims he coaches people that he does not coach. And he claims he formulates supplement company. He does not formulate. I formulate for people. They ask me, do you want to say the name? I mean, I don't formulate for many people. I just give advice sometimes to people. I don't go around telling you guys, oh, I'm a secret formulator. I do this.
That actually drives me nuts.
Oh my God, it's so. How can you guys not see that, guys? Look through him. Look through it.
He'll be like, I can't say the names because I'm ghost coaching him, and he hasn't coaching anyone. He isn't coaching anyone on the Olympia stage.
No, he's
no fucking way.
No athletes, no Olympia stage, nothing like that.
The thing is, Leo, is he wears really small shirts where his gut sticks out. Like, he actually thinks he looks good.
I think he's one of those fat guys that wears a tight shirt, thinks he looks muscular.
Yeah.
It's not like just a fat guy wearing a tight shirt.
He's just delusional in all aspects. But were you the one that sent me his college and it was like the bottom of the barrel? I think you were
the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. I think you were the one that sent me his college and it was like the bottom of the barrel.
They all do it. All these guys that are about authority and stuff. If you're not about authority, you don't have to say where you graduated from. You don't have to say you're a doctor. You don't have to say that shit because you make sense. Yeah. If you don't make sense, you got to say, oh, molecular biology, you do this, you don't have to do that crap. Anyway, so he says, Broderick Chavez says it'll increase your growth potential if you hop on as a teen. That's true, though.
I agree 100%.
About that one. He said something right for once, but that is true. What do you think about that, by the way? I have my own opinions.
Dude, I would have started drugs so fucking young if I could have. You have no idea. Like, I would have started at like 15, 14, and I would have started training, but I think 100%. I think that when you start in those puberty years, you could grow like a maniac.
As long as you keep estrogen totally down. If estrogen peaks, that's when your growth plates close.
And that's why a lot of those kids don't do it right and they get gyno.
And you cannot. If you're younger, you have to kill estrogen, and it'll have some effects on you. You'll be a bit more aggressive, stuff. You might get anxious, but that's the only way. Then you can put your androgens up. Your dick will grow. You'll get muscle that you won't have. especially GH.
You're right though. Those kids aromatize so much more at that age. You should see the kids at teen nationals. All the freaks, they all had gyno.
Letrozole. That's a letrozole year time period. But that's true. I really believe that if you wait till 22, 23, you missed something that you'll never get back, in my opinion.
Look at Jay Cutler, Branch Warren. All those guys started when they were like 16.
Jay, a perfect example. And that guy kept. But you also started a bit young and you grew taller after you started, right?
I put on 2 inches from 21 to 25.
Yeah, because your growth plates didn't close that well. I think you're not estrogenic that much naturally, are you?
I've never seen my estrogen that high on blood work.
Yeah.
I've never seen it that high.
See, when I was young, I was stupid. We talked about this last time, but I didn't understand. I thought that if I used anabolics or androgens, my growth, I would get even shorter, or I would stay at the height that I was. So I didn't realize it's estrogen. Androgens are not going to do that to you. They're actually going to thicken your bones, and the growth hormone is going to make you taller. It's the estrogen that's going to do that. If the estrogen is totally shut down, it's not going to stunt your growth.
What would happen, Leo, if you put somebody who's not really genetically gifted in the height department and you put them on growth hormone at a very young age?
I've been studying that for the last couple of months. It's called idiopathic short stature. It means a short guy for no reason. They give them growth hormone. They give them 40 units every other day if they're a 100 kg person. 40 units every other day. Huge amounts of growth hormone. And they grow. Actually, let me give an example. One of the girls I used to date in LA, her twin sister, that didn't look like her. Twin sister, but not identical. Apparently, she was short when she was younger. Her father was a billionaire, so he was like annoyed with her, and he was like, "Oh, make this girl taller." So he hired like a doctor. They gave her growth hormone from the age of 10 till she was older. What was the difference? She ended up a little bit taller than the girl I was dating, but her hands were way bigger and her feet were way bigger. And
that's not good. Those are not good signs.
Not on a girl, but the point is she would have been way shorter.
I know they prescribe it to premature kids too.
They do prescribe it to a lot of different situations where there's growth abnormalities. And it usually doesn't cause them to be very tall, but they'll gain like 3 inches, 2 inches, something like that.